guys. Remember Yeah.
Me,
Right.
Mythbusters here
Straight
once
out.
again for round 8. No, round 8. Yeah, no, round 8. Almost said round 7. Round 8 here at season 14 of F1 24. Well, season 14 F1 on F1 24. And we are here at the. I was going to say delicious. I don't like the word now.
Oh dear.
The lovely Spa
That was a shocking
circuit here at
exit.
Belgium.
What the fuck? It
And
wouldn't have turned the limiter off. I just went
it's going to
straight.
be a nice little race, I'm hoping.
Cool.
God knows if it's going to be raining. You know what? Should we have a quick peek about what the weather's going to do? At the moment, it looking like I would be surprised if it's wet all the way through. We've had a 50% rate of dry and wet race so far. Tier 1 was nice and wet. Tier 2 was not. Oh, and if anyone's listening and you haven't gone out yet, you have rain the first half of the race. At least the first half of the race is wet, potentially the first 3/4. If you haven't gone out yet and you're listening,
Cheap bastard.
up to you if you want to change temp. Not change temp, change your setup at all. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have some fun times here. This is why I love getting my strategy up on my third-party app, because we get to see some lovely information, such as the fact that it's going to rain here tonight. However, at the moment it is completely dry, so that means we should get on and find out how our lovely guys are going to do in qualifying. God, I thought it wasn't going to open for a second then. As you can see, at the moment, it's going to be a completely dry qualifying, which means we're going to get some lovely times as we get to see people bundle their way through this lovely phaser from Star Trek. Or, as other people have said, an Uzi. I understand where they got Uzi from, but I'm sorry, it looks... It's not just correct enough for an Uzi. You can see the perfect hand grip and where also you have the trigger for a phaser in Star Trek. So that's what it's called. This is actually the phaser circuit, not the Spa focus shop. I have already butchered that, which is why that's the only time I'm going to say that. But that being said, we have a few drivers that are going to start on lap. Stray Dog is going to start one a little close to the back of a Haas, it looks like, so we'll see how they go. I'm going to presume that's just the Visor Cash App Red Ball livery not loading correctly. And everyone else that hated that accent, you can kill me later, don't worry. I was about to say, why is it quieter? I've put the audio down my side, that's why. I was like, what the fuck? That being said, nice from Stray there. Sometimes running over that curb you can lose a lot of pace, but it looks like he got that lucky. What I'm expecting, evening Finn, how are you? Oh, the lucky bastard. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a bit. At the moment, it is looking like a very generous lap here for Stray Dog, where realistically, I think about twice now, he should have realistically gotten
Fucking invalid.
penalised there, but I think he's gotten away with it. But as I was saying before he started taking himself out, 144.5 for a Ninja as the first time on softs. Stray Dog not long now before he finishes his lap. What was I saying? Oh, yes. We were expecting... Well, if rain wasn't a thing, we'd be expecting quite a low wing setup, normally in the single digits. With a bit of rain, for about half to 3/4 of the race, it's going to be a little interesting. I think there's a chance we will see some higher wings, maybe in the at least in the teens potentially. Theoretically, you could go up to 20s if you wanted to, but with the fact that it's not going to be fully raining, going full wet setup is probably a bit too risky for keeping pace. Especially with, I think, with how F1, 24 has actually had underfloor downforce. A lot of tracks that used to use downforce you can just shed wings from, which is Spa is one of them. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm not bad, Finbomb. I had actually a very nice little sleep before here. decided I'm too shattered after getting little sleep and then a fucking horrendously busy morning shift for once, in morning shift instead of my normal evening. So I thought, fuck
Waste
it, I'm
of a
gonna have
run.
sleep. So I'm nice and well rested for this.
Why did you invalidate?
It won't be a shambles or a shit show, but you know, it won't be bad overall race. We'll see. With it raining, we'll see how well everyone does.
Throw
How about you,
Rouge.
though, Finbob? Why the fuck haven't you been reserving
shit.
or doing anything here? Come on, what is wrong with you? How could you abandon us like this? No, I'm kidding. At this point, it feels like it's the cool person thing to abandon us, but yeah.
I've got time.
No, Stray Dog is going on. I will be honest, Stray Dog set a time and I completely forgot while I was talking about stuff. Ugh. Exams, how dare you prioritise your life? I'll be honest, I may or may not have completely forgotten that Stray Dog had finished a lap while I was talking about other setups and stuff. But it's absolutely fine. 4 attempts from Alberto. We'll see how Mason does. Mason, we're looking at about. Ooh, I thought he was going to spin there. I was about to say, well, not going to set a time then. 1:46.3 puts him about 7th so far. About where, you know, about what I was expecting, especially when there are one or few drivers that can go faster. Is the red... Oh, yeah, well, they both set a time, so I was going to say, I guess the Red Bull is done. It's a bit close, though. Alfredo is on a lap, just started one, so we'll actually watch him in his... I don't know what's happening with that visa. Oh, there goes my wrist. Ow. Oh, that's what I was doing. Give me a second. I believe, were we in the 133s last night? Let's look at... Well, I would look at Tiers 2 timings. I can't do that at the moment because I've forgotten. I haven't actually updated them because I was gonna send through all of the Tiers results tonight once I have Tier 3s. Oh, crap. I'll do that later. Whoa. Stopping on the apex there is a bit of an interesting choice, but that William just gets out the way, luckily. Doesn't seem like it really costed Alfredo too much there. But we still have Prince and Grandad to go with... No, crew has set a lap, yeah, the 1:45.9, not the fastest at the moment. Come on, crew, you can do better than that. Was that a very, very slow? At least I got a lap in. As Alfredo gets stopped for the last chicane. Round the corner, gonna look like it's gonna be in the 144 dead from Alfredo now. Good start there, as that is the first time. No, technically not the first time into 143s because it's a 144 dead. But that is the next fastest time. Alberto now a 10th off, and that theoretically was the first lap from both of them. So I am going to expect probably mid 133s minimum from the top drivers here. Because that is normally roughly where the crossover occurs. But who do we have? Prince? Still in the garage, hasn't come out yet. Won't start being the second driver. to not set a lap yet, but is on one at the moment, and hopefully we'll get this finished.
Got a banker in. 6th.
Nicely out the way is that Aston
went
Martin,
fourth.
taking the gravel and grass actually to make sure he's out the
Gone
way.
4th.
Nice and smooth
Yeah.
by Monster there. As he comes
144.
across the line for 144.2. There we go, in his rightful about 3rd position. Monster, you took your time there to set a lap. 6 minutes remaining. He'll get around and he'll have to wait probably. If he goes out again immediately while getting back, he theoretically will be a bit slow. So we'll see how he
Fucked
does.
the first corner up as well. My brake's just locked. Right, I
As
think I
our
braked
B
too late,
looks to
but
be on a lap.
I still
We'll
went
see how
slightly,
he's doing.
like, faster.
He's 2 seconds up, so, no,
so
he's
if I
not.
nail the first corner, I'm going to gain
Um,
more time.
Well, he could have been, but he's definitely not. Grandad, unfortunately, invalidated.
Unfortunately, invalidated on an in lap. Alright.
Quite 144.2 has 2-3 at the moment. That's going to be good for them.
Oh.
Splitting hairs from Monster by 0.03 of a second. Fair play there. Everyone that's just finished the lap should get back around again. Pretty much everyone waiting in the pits. I don't know why Prince hasn't set a lap yet. Theoretically should by now, so I don't know what's going on precisely.
I think I'm going to time it for one more lap, I think, mate.
Hey?
Do one more lap, I think.
Yeah.
Quite still, I believe,
wait,
coming around to get
Well,
out.
put the fuel down so it's like at the lowest,
next,
and then go
No,
out.
it is
So
Red
when
Dog, the next
you
person
cross the
on an
line,
out lap.
it just
Let's see how
finishes.
he's going. It's a 144
Yeah.
still, so it's a little slower than expected, which I'm hoping.
I
it will get
went with
faster, but we shall
2.7
see.
then and ran out towards the last corner on the in lap.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's best to go on this one. 3-minute mark is the one, or what? 140 flying. It's going to take 2 minutes to get round. I think I'm going to go just after 3 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say let's just follow Red Dog. I was going to say if anyone else is on an out lap, but we might as well just follow Red Dog as everyone's just waiting calmly
I
in
think
the
I'm gonna
pits.
go 2:40.
3 minutes 58 seconds. Give it about another minute, and we'll see majority of everyone come out.
You've got the fastest sector one, you know.
Oh God, Red Dog burning way more of his battery.
Yeah, 31.1.
There.
On full
wide
10s
in
down
that
on the
turn,
first
wants to
sector.
take that a bit
to you.
tighter, but I think theoretically should get away with it a little bit. He's
Well,
going to
I
have
nailed the last
no
corner
battery for the back
on my
straight, so he's
second
going to hemorrhage a
Many
lot
a
of
10s
pace
down
there.
on
We'll see how he
Alfredo's last
does.
sector.
149 currently, so he does actually
I'm
have,
6/10 down on the
in all
second sector
fairness,
to
quite a lot
Yaya,
to catch up on.
the other Haas driver. That's mad though. You've got the time in the first sector. If you nail it on the last corner, you lost 6/10 to me on the
Yeah,
last
he's going to
sector.
run out of battery on the back straight, so he's not really going to have much
Run
to
out of hers.
do. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit out of shape through there. Not on the edge of the circuit while taking that turn. Is that he's up by 1.3 seconds, but he definitely has a lot he probably could have improved on that run. He's going to completely run out of battery. He's now going to be very slow down the end of this back straight because he has no deploy left. So we'll see how that goes. Comes across the line. It's going to end up being a 147.1. Not going to improve at all, and that will be the end for him. Everyone else, however, is out of the pits. Not everyone. Top group isn't, actually. But they do. I believe they'll be coming out now, and they definitely do need to be. And is that a Prince I see coming out?
I'm not getting stuck behind all them behind me. Fuck
It
that.
is indeed. Prince is going for one lap. You're going to make this risky, Prince. If you screw this up, you're done for. Collateral is currently up by just under 2 temps. We'll see how he does. Surprised he's not burning anymore with 41% battery left. Potentially he's hit the max limit. I believe... Ah, no, yeah, he would have.
Oh, 43.9. Fucking hell.
We'll come across the line 3 temps up. Collateral takes it with a 133.9 so far. It's going to be quite possible for Alfredo, Alberto, Queen or Monster to take this because they only have to get about 3 temps. Well, Alfredo needs to get less than the 10th to be fair improvement, so we'll see how he does.
Fuck.
Ninja is coming across the line. He's 3 temps up. Will bring him down to a 144.1. That's going to supersede quite a lot of the people at the top. At the moment, to put him into first, 8 temps after sector 2. Nicely, a 143.6. There we go. A 143 mid. What did I say, ladies and gentlemen? Top drivers would be there, and they tried to out me, and then, you know, they tried to out me, make me think I was wrong. Nice try, guys. Nice try. I know my stuff. Connor with a 143.7, putting into second. Alfredo on his outlap. On his lap now. Currently, before, well, everyone's final runs. I was going to say everyone's third runs, but not everyone has technically taken 3 runs. After everyone's last runs, Alfredo beforehand was in first. So let's see how he can do here with a new set of tyres with a bit of an evolved track. He's now got to make 3.5 attempts here. He's 2 attempts up already just through sector 1 alone. Keeps it nice and tight there, that's good. Gravy and Stray Dog are done, both down in 12th and 15th respectively. Gonna take it a little tighter, but not terrible. Should still probably be up at least, definitely on that time there. 2.5 attempts, theoretically not enough yet from Alfredo to beat Ninja into first. He's got to get this right in this last sector. He needs this final bit of battery here.
Ugh.
It's definitely going to be a top 8 for him, so he will get points, but it's just going to be if he gets these final points here. Takes that final one a bit wide, but it's not terrible. But unfortunately loses time in sector 3, and 143.9 will take third. LeQuint won't improve, he invalidates his lap. Alberto will be the next to cross the line. If in this top group here, gonna take it nice and tight, come across the line. And it's slower overall. Villeneuve is next. It is a slower lap from him. He won't improve either. None of the top drivers beforehand actually end up getting a better lap. Prince is the last one here. Oh, it's a very slow lap at 2 minutes from Prince. I wonder what happened there from him. He didn't try and set a lap at all to begin with, and then has a 2-minute. What happened? I would be intrigued to see.
Wait, Zorro fucking quali band.
No,
I
no.
might just ask him. Probably won't open a ticket for it because he did set a lap. But I'm
Didn't even
just
do a lap.
gonna
You set a lap 2 minutes.
prematurely ask him what happened there because that's an interesting one. Oh, he spun. Thank you for seeing Gravy. I did
Oh,
see a
down
yellow
to
at some
11.
point, but I unfortunately was too busy looking at times of other people. Well, unfortunately, that's what he gets for trying to set a lap. What in one lap, and not having at all an extra there. But that is Ninja in first, with Connor in second. Alfredo is in third, with Collateral fourth. Villeneuve takes fifth. Alberto takes sixth, and Aquit in seventh. Monster will take the final sprint qualifying points in eighth. That being said, though, everybody, we are going to very quickly just take an ad break now while everyone gets their setups on. As there is the rain, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, rain for the start of the race. But
Oh shit,
give me
it's raining
3
from the
seconds,
start.
everybody. I am going to quickly just run a quick ad so you guys don't get an
damn.
ad while we're racing. But as you saw, we're going to start in the rain. It's going to go to dry, so it's going to be an absolute phenomenal race. I'm actually annoyed I'm not racing tonight because, well, I wouldn't anyway. But I want to race in a go into rain to dry race. That's awesome. That being said, though, I will be back in 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
What fuel are you going?
There we go. I was worried the ad wasn't going to start for a second then.
I swear though, before
guys
on
are
wet
not seeing an
races,
ad,
you'd
that
always
means,
save
hey,
more fuel.
Jesus Christ, can I know your ad blocker, please? Is Google not deleting that one? Because my god, it's powerful. Or two, you are
Although it is
subbed
gonna
to us
get to
either
dry
with Amazon
apparently
Prime or
midway.
with your own money, and we are thankful for that.
So
All money
gonna
that
go
you give to us
22
through stuff
dead.
like that will go back into the prize pools that you guys have in our races, and we will, obviously, as you can see,
I've got to do a
giving more
formation lap as well in this.
money out. We're doing less
Fuck
for
it.
constructors and more to the individual person, so it's a bit fairer.
It's
and
gonna
we
be a
are
mess.
eternally grateful to you guys for the support. That being said, for those that, well, I was going
Oh,
to
these
say,
instances look nice and new.
for those unfortunately
like to
seeing
ruin
this,
them.
and then I realised they literally can't see this. There's an ad break on. It's going to be done in 5 seconds, so they'll be fine. Thank you, everybody that is back. Thank you indeed for watching that ad. That ad gives us a bit of money to go back into the prize pool for you. Rain percent. Yeah, this rain's going to be here for about... The rain's going to continue for about 10 minutes, but after about 10 minutes it should start stopping and people can dry up. 10 minutes in a track of about 2 minutes here, I think. Yeah, 2-minute track time, give or take, let's say. That is, yeah, that's 5 laps out of 22. You're probably going to go about 7 laps, potentially, before it's dry enough for wets. Track map and tyres. Hi, who would have guessed? Everybody's on dries. Dries? Inters. I set myself up for a great little joke then, and I screwed it by saying dries. Wow. That being said, I know people might not be liking this, but as Ninja goes wide, but this is a race I am very excited for. This should be nice and interesting. As I said, inters. People potentially, if they ever heard me or did look at weather, either have done a couple of things. One, people have done full dry setups because they didn't even think about looking at temps. So they're going to be quite bad here, but after the race, they're going to be pretty good. Or B, they are going to have gone completely wet setup, so they'll be good right at the start, terrible in the race, or you'll have people that have done either, and I think theoretically you'll have all of those 3 different combinations right now. I think overall going pretty much a full dry setup, maybe just whacking a bit more rear wing on so you can whack a bit more front wing and then bring the front wing down. That's potentially what's best, because as I said, you're only getting rain for about 10 minutes here, if anything, actually. During formation lap has brought that wet weather
Optimum.
further down now.
Yeah.
So potentially you've only got about 5-6 minutes of rain potentially before it dries up, which means it's going to be a short stint. I'm going to presume Prince spun, so Prince, please hurry up. We'll eat a wine gum while we wait. Hashtag not spawn. But here we go, 10 minutes before rain is off.
A long haul.
We are raining in on Inters for now. It's 5 lights. And we are out. It is a slow but good start for a couple of drivers. The Red Bull already getting pinned in. We're going to go
backwards.
You don't want to be here, mate, believe me. Everyone's fucking lagging.
We've lost Myth already. Oh. Unless I've been kicked out straight away.
No, you haven't.
Has Myth gone then?
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to what was going to be a fun commentary. Until my connection dropped for 3 seconds.
Oh
That's
dear.
happened a bit more frequently recently. I need to check why, because that is genuinely everything going down for a minute. I need to check if it's my route, if it's router based or it's me based. But at the moment, unfortunately, we have no race to watch. Unfortunately.
Oh, I went in gravel by accident. Just fucked my tyres up.
I will of course put in just that I've gotten kicked, but if everyone is racing, I am not expecting in the slightest anybody to get me in, because everybody is genuinely fighting for money. It's so close in this season, but we will sort it out a little bit. Really, I've got an ad, another ad starting. What is this bullshit? Unfortunately, guys, it's going to be an ad soon again. Give me 3 seconds. Let's have a look what's going on further down the grid, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see what's quickly going out on the race. Let's see what's happening in, shall we? It's currently up 2. No safety cars at the moment. A couple of drivers seem to have had a little bit of an incident, but apart from that, everything's going smoothly for the wet. Prince is actually moving up quite nicely after starting last. But we'll see how everyone else gets going. Yes, I'm just once again hopping between. I'll find out. Unfortunately, yeah, there is no race. And there's the ad in progress. Why? I had an ad like 2 minutes ago, just because I had to restart Twitch. How rude. Farming money off my people at the moment. How could they do that? I will stay in for a little bit, guys, and keep streaming for a tiny bit, just in case there is a safety car or something around the start/end of the Inter's weather, because that is the most likely time for there to be a safety car. If there isn't one at that point, I will unfortunately need to just call it, because I don't want there just to be an hour of you guys just waiting. But I will get it. I will get it dealt with. Do not worry, ladies and gentlemen. This is annoyingly last week. I know last week happened just because I physically cannot stream and commentate at the same time. I just don't have the bandwidth for it with an older connection. Annoying, seeing as how I moved from amazing speeds to shit speeds, but it is what it is. Tonight, not sure what it was. Definitely wasn't an overload. I will redo all internet on my side. Well, all connectivity on my side to make sure it's not me. If this does happen, I will find a fix for it. Because there is absolutely no way in hell I am not going to allow you guys to watch the great racing that happens in Tier 3. Especially with 3 races remaining, and if I quickly bring up Tier 3's overall stats, we have a two-way fight for first. So yeah, two-way fight for first and second. Third has a easy four-way fight, potentially five-way fight if with Grandad about 10 points behind, but we have 3 races remaining. That's definitely possible. Stray Dog and Crew are down for theoretically.
Oh, not doing well in this wet stuff.
That is unfortunately just past, obviously getting prize money, but that's still a good fight. Then we have Vintage Con and Ninja, Red Dog, all down right at the bottom, but still close.
Close,
we have battles
just
absolutely
come on the
everywhere.
radio saying,
And with 3 points remaining, 3 races
now.
remaining, it's
going to sound the weather report.
Easy to get points somewhere.
Still saying inters.
And slowly
probably
crawl
2 laps
back
and then they'll be dry, apparently.
What, even 10 points?
We will see.
Because, funnily enough, we're actually our positions are actually more volatile than real F1. Very easily can we have a driver finishing first and then finishing last in the next race. So unless you're like 20 points ahead, it's very easy to just immediately change positions. But we shall see. As I said, going to wait for about lap 6, lap 7, just going to check data and see if anyone unfortunately crashes out. Unfortunately, because, you know, we don't want people crashing out, but if it happens, it happens.
Rain stop.
Yes, what I will do after that, once clearly people have gotten soft, mediums, or hard, you know, or the dry tyres, and haven't spun, I will unfortunately end the stream here, but I will keep up to date. If there is a safety car out of nowhere, I will, as quickly as I can, get back in and actually restart, but I will end it just so it's not people here watching and listening to an absolutely empty screen. That being said, I can quickly talk about what's next week, even though everyone listening theoretically is racing, so really useful information right now. Technically, I was just saying it stopped raining. I can't tell. My data won't update. I believe it has though. Let's have a look, shall we? We are at Belgium. We have next week is Mexico, finishing off December 16th, starting is Austria. So Belgium today, Mexico next week, and Austria the week after. That is not the type of finish we actually normally have. We normally finish with quite a high downforce race. Not this season. And I think Mexico, start finishing with Belgium, then Mexico, then Austria is 3 very different tracks as well. So gonna be interesting to see, because I think we're gonna have a lot of swapping about who's actually quite good during the race, as this is definitely 3 tracks that favour 3 very different types of races, as we are seeing the first drivers heading onto dry tyres now. And at the moment it's looking like everyone's not immediately killing themselves coming out into turn 1, so I doubt for the moment there will be a safety car here, as everyone spreads out a little bit for now. be fair, one nice thing is theoretically everyone should go around the same strategy, so it genuinely will be pace here tonight. Hards can pretty much go the entire distance. I say pretty much. They can just straight up go. For my own testing, they can easily go about 26 laps. So even if you're worse on tyre wear, you should easily still get like at least 22. And that's 22 laps or around about, you know, 40-50% tyre wear maximum. So theoretically, all you're doing like 6-5 laps in inters means that you only have to do
Mason, man.
about 18, 17 laps. So luckily, everyone should realistically just hop on hards. Softs could be done, I guess. Sorry, mediums could be done, I guess. The safe strategy is hards, though. Especially will just get you right to the end. But it seems like everyone else is pitting this lap, potentially. So if everybody gets out of the... Everyone gets through lap 6 safely, I believe that will be it, unfortunately, for very easy potential. Or a safety car, but we shall look. And in case anyone was wondering how I'm getting info, mostly just looking at other people's streams, Crazies, Granddads, a couple others, just going through, seeing where everyone is, seeing if everyone's pitted yet or not. And from the looks of things, pretty much everyone has now pitted. So I will wait one more lap just to make sure no one else immediately crashes out, which would be quite funny, I'll be honest. No, wait, no, Crazy's doing Grand Theft Auto, isn't he? I was expecting Crazy to be racing. I forget he doesn't have time anymore. He stopped. Wow, the one time I'm not lobby host, I immediately think someone that didn't do it did do it. That's hilarious. Yes. Well, it's going to be a nice race. I will keep you updated as of next... Well, I'll keep you updated if there's a safety car and I somehow get in. If not, I will give you all an update next week. All of you that are listening anyway are in tier 3, so you'll know by the end of the race what happens anyway. But that being said, I will obviously go through and just be like, interesting, via qualifying, everyone did an interesting job, and stuff like that. But let me quickly just do a final check of an info. Oh, God. Also, I'm an idiot. I forgot Crazy's tier 2 anyway. I don't think Crazy was tier 3 for a minute. Well, go far. It's me on comms after I've gotten kicked out after lap 2 because my Wi-Fi died for about 3 seconds. So it's not really a very good one this week because unfortunately there hasn't been a safety car. No one's spun during the rain in the first 5 laps. It was actually a very, very... Gonna be a good race. They had rain for the first 5 laps and then goes to dries. Fortunately, everyone's been sensible and not spun. Unfortunately, comms is actually about to end go for because there is not a chance I'm getting backing, which is sad, but it is what it is. To everyone listening, I do apologise. I will grab results for what it is. Yes, I will grab results. Do not worry, nothing will be wrong because I am luckily not the host. This is why. So everything should be good. But thank you everyone for listening during qualifying and theoretically like the first 2 corners, I think, of the race. Everyone have a good rest of your race and I will see you next week. Solid should be available for tier 1 and tier 2. Unfortunately, I need to catch up on why you couldn't make it this week. So sorry for no tier 2 stream. But it should be back next week, and if he can't, we will make sure the final 2 races out of most definitely are streamed. But thank you everyone for joining, and if I do somehow get back in the race because there's a very late safety car, I will very quickly get the stream back up if I can. But thank you all for joining, and goodbye.
utilize some of this energy. Come on. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.3 seconds.
At a moment. Someone's at a moment.
It wasn't me. I did nothing. He nearly spun me round though, he did. A few laps ago. Managed to overtake him and then he couldn't get back past.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Tires are going.
Are you trying to get to the end on these?
Yeah, I think so. Unless it's a safety car.
Yeah, I wasn't going to pit again, to be fair. Trying to save fuel though, because you know I underfueled.
Right.
I'm on 0.02 at the moment. It's not too bad. I gotta keep I gotta keep feathering it. Like, sorry,
Bug it off down the
I
pit.
can't remember the fucking wording, but I can't just fully brake. Ugh. And now he's on 9 seconds. He's out of here. Well, he's gone in the pits and retired, monster.
No man's land, I am.
I just got another penalty.
The reserves ahead.
I think on the only reserve.
Oh.
edging the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.1 seconds.
Oh, first warning.
Crew in front of me's got 3 seconds.
Yeah, but fucking 10 seconds up ahead from me.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
I don't know how long the pit stop is. I don't know if we can go in.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor.
Oh, Aura made a mistake in front of me.
Flag.
He's in the pit.
Wonder if he's got damage.
Soft stump.
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.8 seconds.
Fucking stop, car. Fuck me. How long's the pit?
I think it was 22 seconds or something.
Me too.
I've come out right behind Mason, Oro, and that.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more. And gap to the car in front, 11.2 seconds.
Double overtake.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
That's what I'm talking about. Did Miss stream still, by the way? Did he get back in?
No, because nothing's gone on. No one's given an invite back in.
Oh, nicked.
Unless you want to AI and invite him back in.
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
Well, he'd like to call the end of it, wouldn't he? Score you some brownie points. 3 laps to go. 2 to go.
I think he's gone off.
No, he said if anyone invites him, he'll put him back on.
Oh, I sent him an invite, but this is offline. Disconnected me, by the way.
Pardon?
Has it disconnected me?
Is it disconnecting you? Not on
I'm
my...
only asking because the top left, it's just, I've just noticed, it keeps saying communicating with online services. It wasn't doing that a minute ago.
Probably because you sent an invite out.
lap to the car behind. 2 seconds.
Coming for me. Fuck.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Whoa! Nearly dropped it.
Fucking hell, Villeneuve won. Fair play. Now finish with enough fuel.
Wow. I've finished.
So have I.
Yeah, Robbie's finished. And that's the last one to
Oh dear.